Next up, we're going to stay in the UK where you're based right now, Mickie, with George Booker from What Do You Call It podcast. George?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Hope everyone is doing
George.
well. Mickie, by the way, thank you for the video, because I know the convention in Wales wasn't great, but I received it from you and Nick, so it was awesome.
All right. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know that was a hot mess, but that's all right.
It is what it is. But
it was so fun.
It's all good. But I want to ask, in Impact and other companies, the tag team titles introduced over the years, if you could form a team with anyone, who would it be and what would you call yourself? Just because, surprisingly, you haven't actually won the Impact Women's tag team titles.
Mickie doesn't play well with others, apparently.
So Deanna won't be getting a call then.
Yeah, very selfish, apparently. God, that's so tough. You know, I honestly believed and thought that it would have been Chelsea, because I thought I had a true friend, and I felt like a bit of a mentor to her. God, it's really, really hard. I would say Mia, because I really love and I respect her. If there was one person I would say, and it's one person I would really love to wrestle, but also one person who I watched after I'd left Impact and kind of watched her grow, it would be Taylor Wilde, because I feel like we're very similar in a lot of ways. And I love the way she wrestles. I think she's amazing. So maybe her. I just think that we have a lot in common. I mean, obviously she's not country because she's Canadian. So I know Canadians can be country. I don't whispering it. God, who else?
You know who's country, Mickie? Just to hop in here and thinking of Impact Legends is ODB.
OD Bizzle. Faux shizzle. Yes.
That could have been fun.
That would be great. Who won the Knockouts championship from me before I left last time? Not
to trudge up bad memories, right?
No, it's okay. We're friends. We're friends now. It's all right. We've forgiven and we've moved on.
Yes. George, thank you so much for your question.
No worries.
Thank you, George.
Peace.
All right.
Next up is another Essex guy, George from the What Do You Call It podcast. George?
How's it going? Awesome to speak to you. Well, yes, mate. You know, Southend on Sea for me.
Are you Southend?
Yeah, mate.
5 minutes away, my G.
Nice. These folks don't know really, like, you know, just how great Essex is. But we're not here to talk about Essex, unfortunately, even though it's great. But absolute pleasure to speak to you. What I'd like to ask you, Will, is, as you're a big advocate for British wrestling and the scene itself, who from the UK right now would you like to see make an appearance on the Impact Wrestling UK tour?
Oh, mate. If I could just have one, Luke Jacobs. I don't think there's, mate, no one. Like, I really do think he is knocking down every opportunity that he's got coming for him. Like, I think if you were to hitch a ride to him right now, you're not going to be disappointed in the journey.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's pretty good, mate. But yeah, no, just shout out to yourself, Tom. Also, awesome to speak to you. And we'll look forward to seeing you live every time you're, in the ring. Seeing you live, it's one of the best experiences that you can have as a wrestling fan. So thank you.
God bless you, mate. That's just strong. Love you.
Thank you, George. Check in with George from What Do You Call It podcast. George, thank you for joining us.
How's it going, everyone? Frankie, awesome to see you. Saw you wrestle in the UK a few times with Impact as well when I met you. And cool guy. Tom, good to see you as well. My question, it might be a bit random, but I think it will mean a lot just because we've been talking about your highlights in Impact Wrestling. When you do hang up the boots and you go into the Impact Hall of Fame, it's going to happen. Who would you like to induct you?
It's going to be tough. I would, I would like to say my wife, Tracy, but she would, beat me within an inch of my life because I would make her speak in public. It's a guy who, my career's been tied to for so many years, Christopher Daniels. It's hard to not say him. If it's not him, if I could be greedy, it would be my three best friends in the business. It'd be Chris Daniels, Samoa Joe, and AJ Styles. That's my crew, man. But if I had to have one guy, I guess, that knows me better than anyone else, certainly it has to be Christopher Daniels. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Just a quick one as well. What's your favorite Metallica song? Just because your logo obviously has been influenced.
Oh yeah. Oh
just gotta
God.
ask.
I mean, that changes on a daily basis. I mean, I can, one day it's going to be The God That Failed from the Black Album. The next day it's going to be Creeping Death. The next day it's going to be Leper Messiah. The next day it's going to be a new one like Lux Eterna. I love the band so much. It depends on my mood.
That's cool, man. Thank you, guys. I pinched myself. I didn't ask that, but take care, and I'm glad you're back. Take care.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, George. We appreciate it. Music is so based on mood. Like if you ask somebody what's your favorite song, it's like ask me how I'm feeling.
100%, man. Yep.
Next we have George from What Do You Call It?
Georgie.
How's it going? All right, everyone can hear me, right? Hey, you all right? How's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for inviting me onto this. I would like to know, because everyone's talking about the wrestling, but I want to know, because I know some of us do podcasting as well, and I know you both started your own podcast this year, Off Her Chops, very good stuff. What was your inspiration, no pun intended, behind starting the podcast? And I'd like to know, what have you got planned for Series 2? And now that you're going to be wrestling on a more regular basis, do you intend to keep the podcast going?
Yes. That's our baby. That is, something we, mixed. We added a little bit of flavor here and there, and we created Off Her Chops right from the very beginning. That is something we're so proud of. And yes, we are in a season 1 break right now, but we are coming back October 28th. And season 2 is going to be huge because we just signed a podcasting deal with a podcasting company. And we're actually planning to take the podcast on the road. So even though we're going to be really busy with wrestling, with Impact, we're going to take all of our equipment. We're going to check our luggage into the Delta check-in counter, and we're going to take it with us, and we're going to interview who we can.
Awesome. Hopefully come to the UK. That'll be great to see. But for now, I'm looking forward to Saturday. And everyone, have a good afternoon. Well,
thank you.
Afternoon, morning.
Yes,
Cheerio.
George.
Cheerio.
Love it. Sound of this podcast on the road. I think that's what fans like to see, is you guys on the road, behind the scenes, and
exactly
your thoughts maybe inside the ring, but also outside the ring.
Yeah.
And Impact is so they embrace everyone doing lots of outside of projects. So that's
and we are very appreciative.
Yes. Next we have George from What Do You Call It podcast.
Hello, everyone. I'm on, right? Just to double check.
You are.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, making ask myself a moment. Do apologise. Hope you're all doing well. It's good to be on here. So as we're coming into the first ever Knockouts Ultimate X match, I just want to ask, is there, as preparation for your match, is there any matches that you all have as a favourite? If so, what is your favourite?
A favourite type of match that they've had?
Ultimate X, an Ultimate X match in the past.
Oh, okay. You're saying
I didn't ask very well. Do apologise.
Okay, sorry. So you're asking which ones they've seen that they want?
Yeah. So basically, going back to the past, what have been some of their favourite Ultimate X matches, and if they have watched any, to prepare themselves for the upcoming match that they all have.
So our favorite Ultimate X.
Yeah.
One of our first even exposures to early TNA was an Ultimate X match with AJ, Chris Sabin, and Petey Williams at Final Resolution 05. Probably one of the best matches we've ever seen, and that's what got us hooked on the product in the first place, and we've watched it many times. We actually have Best of the X Division Volume 1 and 2.
Well, plug there. Very nice. Have you guys watched many matches or any?
I mean, I feel like I've been backstage and watched so many live, and every single one blows me away. And also, just when I think that they couldn't do anything crazier, these men pull things out that I couldn't have even dreamed that they would have thought of. So hopefully we give people like a little taste of that as well.
Okay. So Tasha,
yeah, I don't have a favorite, but I've watched so many that all these guys, they put their bodies on the line. It's like, how can you have a favorite? They go out there and they give their all every single time. So I like them all, because each Ultimate X match comes with different flavors. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Good luck, ladies.
Thanks, George.
Appreciate it.
We're going to go to George from the What Do You Call It podcast. Hello, George. Welcome to Press Pass.
There we go. First time here. Thank you for having me on. Absolute pleasure. I've just got to ask, how do you plan on celebrating, not if, but when you win the Impact World title at Bound for Glory?
Well, I have a lot of people supporting me and a lot of people, that are fans of me and stuff, but I have my 3 biggest fans will be live in attendance that night, my wife and my 2 sons. So I plan on celebrating with them the only way that I know how, because I get the most fulfillment out of seeing them happy. So if and when that does happen, they will be the ones I'm celebrating with. And it'll probably be with just like, a pizza with my sons and stuff like that, watching how excited they are. So
what would you have in the pizza quickly?
Pineapple belongs on pizza, my man. So it'll be Hawaiian all day long.
That's controversial, my man.
It's a hot take for you right there.
Just a little bit, mate. Thank you for having me on, and
no
good
problem.
luck this weekend. I'm excited for it.
If we don't see a headline on some of these websites that says Josh Alexander eats pineapple on pizza, I'd be sorely, sorely disappointed in everybody out there. And I agree with you, though. Pineapple does go on pizza. So thank you, George, from the What Do You Call It podcast.
Into the pre-show. So now we're going to have George from the What Do You Call It podcast. Hi, George. Oh, we can't hear you. Are you on mute?
Hello, everyone. Sorry,
There
I'll try
you
that again. Hope everyone's doing well. Looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be awesome. My question relates to a recent match that took place not so long ago. Josh Alexander teamed up with Jonah and Moose teamed up with PCO. So I want to ask you both, if you could pick an opponent for each person before the big pay-per-view that you would think would soften up your opponent, who would you pick from the Impact roster to face, and maybe why as well? Maybe some reason to it.
Gail Kim.
There we go. Thank you, everyone.
That you said that because I think that was supposed to happen, but something, and I can't get into that, but we had to have this tag match instead. But if I was to pick somebody to wrestle Josh, I think I would probably pick Alex Shelly, because in my opinion, he's a great technical wrestler, and he's in the same alley and same style as Josh. And I think he'll soften Josh up a little bit. But I don't need him to soften Josh up. I want Josh in comes to that pay-per-view 110%, because when I beat him, it just shows how great I am. But if to answer your question, if I was to pick an opponent, I would probably pick Alex Shelley.
Good answer.
That's a good answer. Josh.
Over the course of the past 6 months, from when Moose cashed in and became Impact World Champion all the way till now, everybody saw, Suzuki, Jonah, Charlie Haas, everybody come out and challenge me. And it was all these it was like a Mortal Kombat stage of me having to beat different people to get back to this world championship thing. But the thing is, along the way with each and every one, I learned something new about myself, that I could apply to my wrestling game and stuff, like Suzuki with just like the strikes and the forearms and stuff like that. And specifically, I'm going to highlight Jonah here. I would pick Jonah for Moose because, in my time here in Impact Wrestling and probably my entire career, I've never been in the ring with someone quite like Jonah. He's big, he's fast, he's strong, he's imposing. And, he, even more than that, he has like a certain level of heart that I can respect, regardless of how, vicious and violent he might be. I can respect what he does in that ring. And I think that he would have Moose's number if he got the opportunity. So I would like to see that.
Good answer, lads. I'm looking forward to the big fight. I think it's going to be a match of the year contender, but I don't think you guys care about what the critics think. I think you just both want the victory. So good luck, guys.
Thank you, George. I agree. Those are 2 great opponents that you guys chose. We're going to go to America now, going back to our country over here, and we're going to go to George from What Do You Call It podcast. George.
How's it going, everyone? I'm also from England. Sorry.
You are from England. Okay.
I can do an American impression, but I don't really, want to make an ass of myself. But yeah, from the UK, proper excited for UK to come back. So Impact's come to the UK. It's going to be awesome. I saw Impact's about 10 years ago in the UK. It was an amazing show. So I know you both have come to the UK before, both part of the first UK tour as well. So I'd like to ask, what are your favourite things about the UK that when you do come over here, you're like, oh, I can't wait to do this, or I can't wait to visit that?
I would say, honestly, being immersed in different cultures is one of the perks of the job, if you're adventurous enough. And being able to enjoy different cuisines, being able to just associate with different people in different towns, being able to see different things. And it doesn't have to be something spectacular. Like, I'm just as excited seeing Big Ben as I am seeing an old Irish church, right?
Yeah.
But if you truly view all of these things through a fresh lens, because we're all very fortunate to be able to do this, then it's really quite magical. And on top of that, too, to just be so appreciated and wanted. I think ultimately that's what every wrestler wants, is they want somebody to desire to see them, more or less. And I fully respect the fact that this time around in the UK, there's a lot of people who probably didn't see me before. If they were watching Impact 5 or 6 years ago, maybe they don't know who I am. So I have to make sure that I etch my name into their minds. I'm gonna work very hard to do so, but it's a lot easier to do that work when you're in front of a crowd that really, truly wants to be there.
I agree. You know, having those fans that we haven't performed for in a long time is going to be so special. Just the adrenaline we're going to get from that. And Alex, you know, just like you guys probably saw him as that tag team specialist back then, and now you get to see him as our world champion. I think, you know, just watching him and Chris Sabin perform differently, I think they're different performers when they're performing together as a tag team as they are as individual wrestlers. So I think that that's going to be really special. And as he mentioned, the cuisine, I want some chips and curry when I go from a proper chippy place.
You have a batter sausage or normal sausage with
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry?
You have batter sausage or normal sausage with the chippy.
Yes, exactly. And some mushy peas and some Indian food, because you guys do it the best over there. So
Nice. Well, look forward to your return. I hope you all have a great day, and Impact, let's do this. Awesome.
yes, let's do it. Thank you so much.
No worries.
We're going to America. I made a mistake on that last one.
But next up, we're going to bring in George from the What Do You Call It podcast to ask his next couple questions. George, welcome in. Hello.
Hi. Thank you.
What have you got for us?
Right, so thank you for this opportunity. So, Darry, my question would be, who in the TNA Knockouts division would you like to see in the Octagon for Invicta FC?
Oh, a little crossover.
Yeah.
We like a little crossover.
That's hard. I'm going to call out one of the newest Knockouts because she's a friend of mine and I love her and she's hilarious. I'm going to say Indy Hartwell.
Nice. I think
she would have a great reach advantage. She has a great build. She's strong. She's athletic. She's young. I mean, I'm just saying, I could see it.
She's got the personality as well, so she sell tickets as well and promote.
100%. Yeah, she gets the full picture. Yeah, she'd be great.
Awesome. Just another quick question, then I'll shoot off. If you were to fight again in MMA, I know you said about training earlier, you didn't have the luxury of doing it in WWE in terms of training as much, but now you're so pretty much free to do what you want to do. What division would you do if you were to fight again? Because I know you did flyweight previously.
Honestly, so yeah, when I fought amateur, I fought at 125, obviously same day weigh, and it's a little different. I think I would fare best at 115, but I don't know if I could get down to 115. I might be like skin and bones at that point. So yeah, 115, 125.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time, guys, and I hope everyone has a great afternoon. Take care.
No worries. Thank you so much, George.
Let's go over to George from What Do You Call It podcast. George, what's going on, man?
Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well today. I'm looking forward to the pay-per-view. I think you both spoke to me before. I am who I am. D'Lo, awesome. But I just want to ask quickly, what would be your favourite Slammiversary moment that you were both involved in?
I mean, for me, the Slammiversary winning the first world title against Magnus, Nick Aldis. You always remember your first. It's just, it's just such a massive part of my career, and the first time winning it and being world champion, coming back through the curtain. And as I'm sure Josh had, you know, all your peers and, you know, people that work backstage and other wrestlers standing there and clapping and congratulating. This is something I will never forget. And my mom has since passed away, but coming home after that weekend of tapings, and she was visiting me in Nashville, and I just posted a thing on Facebook about it, and you know, the getting to hand her the world title and take a picture with her, and just like this smile on her face, that it's something that pops up once a year, that picture, and it's something that's very, very special to me. More special than winning it, more special than coming back and having the admiration of your peers. The support of, you know, your mother. You know, you set out on this at 17 years old, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be a pro wrestler. I'm a dumpy, fat, short kid from Southwestern Ontario that's never done anything in his life. She supported me the whole way, and being able to hand that to her and say, like, I'm at the pinnacle of the sport. And it's amazing, man. That for me is my number one.
That's awesome, mate. Thank you for sharing that. And Josh?
I mean, I have less Slammiversaries under my belt than EY. This will be my fourth one this Sunday, and I have to go with the one last year. I wanted to check Ultimate X off my bucket list since I was a 15-year-old kid, then saw that concept for the first time. I think it's the most innovative match that's been created in all of pro wrestling history. I think there's still so much that is left to be able to be done. And not only that, it was the return of live crowds to Impact Wrestling, and I got to kick it off with the opening match. So it was the first match in front of a crowd, and it's, you know, I was just happy when the match was over. If I never do another one, you know, I'll be okay with that. I got to check it off the bucket list, but, you know, I got to retain the X Division Championship in front of that live crowd for the first time after the lengthy pandemic, and that was awesome.
That's awesome. Well, hope to speak to you guys again. But for now, Slammiversary this weekend. Let's do it.
Awesome answers, guys.